Hi there, welcome back to French Shaves. It's Saturday and it's time for a shave. It was the Norwegian Constitution Day earlier this week, the 17th of May. So I thought I would go with a Norwegian artisan this time, the Fitjar Islands. And the particular scent which I have blooming here is, Folgefonn, which is an eucalyptus menthol based soap. I don't know if it's vegan or only vegetarian, but it's not tallow in it, that's for sure. Brush, this will be my TurnNShave, custom made with a 26mm, not a quarter knot, but a timberwolf knot. And I don't know if you can see all the shimmer and sparkling, glittering in this amazing handle, based out of the same shape as the brush guy brushes. Razor is a vintage Gillette. This is the Gillette Contract Tech from 1946, and inside I have a brand spanking new Gillette Silver Blue. Just gonna pour out the soaking water. Actually, I used this soap yesterday as well. I got one day ago, but it was so good I wanna use it today as well. Just wet the brush and straight to loading. Yeah, so we celebrated the 17th of May at Wednesday. That's a really big celebration in Norway, probably one of the biggest celebrations during the year, with people's in the street, music, school bands, people marching in the streets, food, drinks, and a really nice celebration over that we have our Constitution Day back from 1814, when we went out of the union with Denmark and straight into a new union with Sweden, which we stayed in until 1905. But the union with Sweden was kind of a free one. The Swedish king took the outside of the country business, and Norway kind of ruled itself inside. But in 1905 we got our own king that came over from Copenhagen in Denmark. That was King Håkon. I think we are loaded more than plenty. Gonna add some cold water to the face. Yeah, so Norway had been in different kind of unions with Sweden and Denmark for several hundred years, all the way back to the Mediterranean age, with the Kalmar Union and such, with where Sweden, Denmark and Norway had one big union together. So you shall not take your freedom for granted. Many will, many do, but there's a lot to be said, nice said, about freedom and democracy. And the 17th of May is a really big celebration of independence and democracy in Norway. And we really do celebrate that day. And we eat. The classical thing to eat at 17th of May is hot dogs, burgers, ice creams, cakes, things in the same colors as the Norwegian flag, blue, white and red, which could be, for example, cream with blueberries and strawberries and that kind of stuff. And we did have great weather as well. Not really warm, but in the 60s, really windy, but it was sunny. This mantle feels really good because today it has been warm, really warm weather in the 70s, really nice with some mantle. And I have got a haircut earlier this day. Finally, it was about time, many months back, so that feels really good as well. I'm just painting in water. I need to align my sideburns. They kind of they are kind of not straight, not lined up after my haircut. So we will try to do them right. Fitjar Island is a Norwegian artisan based out in the very west coast. I'm not exactly sure where, but I don't think they are very far away from the city of Bergen, which some probably have heard of. It's one of the big cities in Norway, but I'm not very steady in the Western Norwegian geography, because that's the very other side of the country where I live. But I know Fitjar Islands is on the west coast, and I know it's not very far from the city of Bergen. That's something I'm really sure about, but I can't place the island group 100% accurate. So that was a little history lesson right there on the Norwegian Union history, for those of you who have interest in that sort of thing. I really love history. As many of you know, I'm a teacher in the school teacher, but I'm not a historical teacher, but I like history. I'm not by no means very good in history, but I find it really interesting. And the history of your own country is really nice to know a little bit about. And it's important to never take democracy or independence and freedom for granted. There are so many in the world that can't do that, so you should be thankful. This ladder is superb. Wow. Really, really good soap. One more dip. Let's go to. Why not? I don't know if I said, but I got 1 day of growth. Really easy to lather. Look at the shine. Really hydrated. This is a really, really wet lather. Okay. On to this beautiful razor from 1946. That should be close to 80 years old. 78 years old. That's not bad looking for a 78-year-old, is it? Oh, it just gives me such a smooth shave. And all the vintage Gillettes. They work really good with Gillette blades for me. If my eyes are red, I'm really allergic these days. So much pollen in the air. So my eyes are really itchy. And after my little hedge project with the Fitjar, which I talked about some weeks ago, I have got some allergic reaction on my arms, which starts to heal, but it has really itched. Yeah, this feels really nice. I had an extremely close shave yesterday with a car Olander. 3 passes. Man, smooth. It was like glass. I can feel my skin. I stayed out many hours today in the sun. Luckily I wore sunscreen. I read an article. Norway is among the top countries in the world on the statistics of skin cancer, and I sure don't want that. We do have really many hours with sun in the summer season. Really many hours of sun. The sun almost never sets. I mean, it's really light outside now, and it's close to 9:30 p.m. Still nice and warm as well outside, and the day will just continue growing longer and longer until midsummer, around 21st, 23rd of June or around that. And then the days are starting to get shorter. Yeah, I can feel the mantle, and I can feel that my skin is quite dry. So we're gonna call it after pass number 2 tonight. Let's see. Just lining up the sideburns. Like so. That's good enough. Busy days at work. Examination for the last year's students, beginning Monday, so a lot of prep. A lot of preparations. Both for teachers and of course for the pupils. It just feels so good that it can't stop, but yeah, we're gonna call it a day. I think we're good. Nice 2-pass shave. Just gonna have a little feel about. Oh yeah. That is close enough for tonight. We're gonna rinse off. The skin just feels so good with the soap. Whew. Oh, itchy eyes. Trying not to itch to scrape them off. Gonna do some Proraso green, not the exact same scent, but kind of in the same scent street, so to say. Eucalyptus menthol. And I love some Proraso green. Very, very little burn. Nice menthol kick. Really refreshing, nice scent. Let's see how much lather we have to waste tonight. At least 10 more passes. Just rinsing off down here the brush. That's the rinse. The rinse brushed out. The brush rinsed out. I can't talk today for some reason. We are gonna finish up with this thing. This is the aftershave, the matching aftershave to the soap. It's the aftershave gel, and I will say it as a in-between thing between a splash and a balm. It's kind of a liquidy gel thing. Oh yeah. A nice hit of menthol again. Oh. A little sting. Not much. Yeah. I can feel the skin has been beaten up a little bit by the sun, that's for sure. Nice pump function on that bottle. Yes. Alright. Oh, the menthol hits my eyes as well. In addition to that pollen. Okay, let's do a quick recap of what we have used. We went with Norwegian Artisan Fitjar Islands. This is the Folgefonn eucalyptus menthol based soap. Brush was my beautiful custom turned brush from TurnNShave with a 26mm timberwolf knot. Razor was this beautiful Gillette Contract Tech from the 1946, and inside we had a brand new Gillette Silver Blue, and we finished it all off with some Proraso green and the matching aftershave to the soap. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. Have a great weekend ahead, and until the next video, goodbye.